Currently, like you can see behind me, we have all the students seated. The canopy walkway, and be sure that will be coming your way with all the dreadful experience is to have a walk on the canopy.
What the forest is made of. We are from Teshinwa Estate.
Guidance,
Sing out!
Faz como?
Okay, good morning ladies and gentlemen. It's the 1st of November 2019 and Best Brain International School is embarking on a steady trip. I mean, that Edu Trip 2019. In fact, it's our hope that the children get to learn a lot of things. And you know that Kakum National Park, being one of the premium parks in the nation, having so many, both fauna and then animal, how do you call it, hub. We are going there so that at least they get themselves abreast with a lot of things. And you know, Cape Coast happens to be one of the cities, or rather towns, in the country which harbored many of our colonial masters, and so we will take the opportunity to also educate them about a lot of things concerned with slave trade and what have you. But our major aim is to ensuring that we get them abreast with the various trees, the various species of organisms that we have in the Kakum National Park. It's going to be, a trip that will take us close to 4 hours, but we are believing that within 4 hours, like we have said, we'll get there and we'll come back with a lot of knowledge to help these children forge forward. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, viewers. Yeah, we gave you an overview of what we have set out to do as a school, that is to visit Kakum National Park. Currently, like you can see behind me, we have all the students seated, okay? After the long journey, I'm very much sure you would agree with me that they are very much exhausted. But much as they are exhausted, they would want to go on the hike. But before that, we want them to take a bite, after which, after they have fed their stomach, then they can have more time to feed their eyes and also to feed their minds with a wonderful scenery at Kakum National Park that we are yet to see. I have been your reporter, Dennis Blemano, reporting from BBIS Airlines. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can see our students entering finally to have a take on the hike as well as the canopy walkway and other wonderful events. As I speak to you now, they are done with their lunch, and in no time we'll have them go in badges to join the people on the canopy walkway, and be sure that will be coming your way with all the updates and the other fantastic experiences that you will be observing on the hike. Come along. Fred, where's Fred?
Promises are meant to give.
Oh, quite a journey. Can you believe there are close to over thousands of species, both fauna and flora, in the Kakum National Park? And in my hand is one of the plant species. When we talk of fauna, we are talking about the plants, of the animals. Flora, we are talking about the plants. Now, right in front of me, as you can see, we are about cruising on the canopy walkway. And just behind my cameraman, if you would want to capture quickly, are our children coming all the way, led by Mr. Taki or Miss Way Taki, the event manager of Best Brain International School, accompanied by, in fact, our MC on board, that is Richmond Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come almost about 5 hours of, driving to this place. And we know that, in fact, the children are very much exhausted. But you agree also with me that when it comes to Kakum National Park, one of the most dreadful experience is to have a walk on the canopy. And that is exactly what these children are going to experience. But the question is, what is their disposition now? How are they feeling? Trust me, we shall bring you all the excitement and the thrilling event, the enthusiasm and everything that we'll be experiencing on the canopy walkway. So join us on board.
This is Best Brain International School, and we are on an educational trip, and we want to know what pertains in this forest. Not only walking on the canopy, but we want to know what the forest is made of. We are from Teshinwa Estate, and we have 71 students and 6 teachers going around the forest to educate our children on what so far pertains in Kakum Forest.
Hello. Hi. You are most welcome to Kakum Conservation.
Thank you.
Please, Kakum Conservation Area is made up of 2 blocks of forest, laying adjacent to each other, which is Asin Atananso Forest Reserve and Kakum National Forest. They made up of Kakum Conservation Area. The forest has been surrounded by 6 political administrative districts and 52 villages and over 400 hamlets around this conservation. Over here we have more than 4 globally endangered animals, excluding lion, because normally they live in savanna areas. And here is a rainforest area. Over here we have more than 600 species of butterfly and over 100 species of mammals, reptiles and amphibians. And over here we have 2 main activities, which is nature walk and the canopy walkway. The nature walk is where you'll be hiking through the forest with a tour guide, and you'll be educating on the medicinal plants, the species of the plant, their culture as well. And that's where you have an access to see the tree house and also the biggest tree in this forest and central region as a whole. But we are not doing a nature walk, we are doing a canopy walkway. Please, the canopy walkway was built in 1994 and commissioned in 1995. Ever since it was built, no accident has happened before due to maintenance culture. Because on daily basis, the technical team makes sure the walkway is in good condition for us to use. So you shouldn't be afraid. It is made up of 7 bridges with 6 resting points, meaning after every bridge there is a resting point. After every bridge there is a resting point. But you can only decide when you get to the first resting point. And the first platform, which is the resting point, when you are afraid, you just pass your left hand side. When you pass your left hand side, you do 2 bridges additional to the previous one to make it 3. When you are capable of doing all the bridges, you pass right. That one you do 6 bridges additional to the previous one to make it 7. Here, most of the animals are nocturnal. Hardly to see them during the daytime. You can enjoy the sound nature of the animals. Where we began the tour, people started the tour from the entrance up to this place is the secondary forest, and the one we just entered is the primary forest. The only difference is that the secondary forest has been used for farming activities before, during the pre-colonial era. And the one we just entered hasn't been used for any farming activities before. And over here, animals, those with the horn and the antler, they are not here because of the nature of the forest. But we have only 2 species of antelope family, which is royal antelope and bushback. We named Kakum National Park after a river which takes its source inside this forest, called Kakum River, which serves as a dam which supplies almost 300 communities, water including Cape Coast and Elmina. Please, the height of the bridge is 11 meters to 40 meters high above the forest level, and also 350 meters long. Is there any questions?
Any question?
2 species of antelopes. The royal antelope and what? The bush. 2 types of forest. The Kakum forest and what?
We have the savannah area, that is, when you go to Mo National Park, that's the savannah area, and here is rainforest. and forest ground.
So please
So
know
you
them.
need to know the differences between the savannah and the rainforest.
You know the difference between savanna and rainforest? Yes, savanna is more or less grassland. And rainforest, you have tall trees and all these things, so it's just like this.
So over here, the possibility of rain is very, very high. It can rain at any time.
Are we okay? Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
So, like you rightly heard, we have close to about 1,000 species of fauna and flora, like we said, and the forest is categorized into two. The primary forest, that is right from the entrance until the very pathway with the rocky ground that is leading to this place. And from that very point to this place is called this place is rather called the primary, and that place is rather the secondary. And in here, like they rightly said, there are a whole lot of plants and animal species, and the canopy walkway will soon be, walking on R7 with 6 resting points. It means after each walking way, there is a resting point. But the journey still continues. So join me.
Just 20 of you should come.
Just
but 20 minutes.
As you can see, gradually our students are coming in 20s.
right behind me, we are about taking the most dreadful, experience as far as this journey is concerned. And our two leading teachers are actually leading our first score of students to take their turn or to have their turn on the canopy walkway. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure it's going to be brilliant and we wouldn't want to miss it. So our cameraman will kindly move along and we will see what happens.
Come! So black will fit.
Haha. Whoa. All right. Yeah.
Let them come.
Yes. Can't leave my back. Woo! Woo!
Guidance,
Sing out!
knowledge,
Rise and
Round two.
what?
Not too much alone though.
Sing!
Let's go.
With the flags on high, waving in the air, with our hopes in the Lord.
Step on the wood.
Okay. Go. Hey, step on the wood.
How will we go back? Will we take the same way? I shouldn't have come.
Wow.
The bridge is breaking.
Nice.
I'm scared. What do you mean don't be villagers? Let me survive there. I'll return from this.
Okay, let me take a look.
Step on the wood.
All right. Hey. Hey, let me see. Okay, so come back, bro. Wow. Papa.
Oh, okay, so round two.
Round 3.
Finish hard.
3.
Round 2, finish hard.
Round 2.
Wow. I like that.
Round 2. Ma, now that.
I'm listening to her. I'm scared.
Okay.
On the wood they say step. Now they go. Wait. Let them go
Hannah, are you crying?
One.
It's fun.
1, 2, 1, 2. As a soldier. Go. Yeah, I'm not scared.
Slowly.
You can't see. Nobody stop checking me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nothing happened.
Hey.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, the thing is leaning down.
Hold it. Tough one. Hurry up. Go.
This is my one place.
Tomboy. 3 more. 4 more. Hey, step on the wood. Step on the wood.
Farmer.
finish hard.
Said you are still at the second place.
Yeah, they are.
So, my wife.
It's a gap. The gap is too.
You know that?
I wish this one was at 74.
One less of today.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
And
trust me, because of our years of experience, I can tell you that these children
Go, one, two, one,
Hey, the gap is too much. Hey. Who's on your bolo? Who's that? Who's that? Hey, Marvin. Charlie, go and send off for the. Charlie. Hey. Emanuela, save him. Emanuela, save him. Vim.
It's in the place that Bye-bye.
It's my fault.
Take your time. Yes, step on it. Okay. Okay.
Let's lift our voices and sing that bridge. If I have you. If I have you, I have everything. But without you, I have nothing. If I have you, I have everything. But without you, I have nothing. If I have you, I have everything. But without you, I have nothing. If I have you,
Hey! Hey, see! No size! No size!
the fifth one, only two more. Two more. Three more. This is the fourth one.
Kai, this place there. Yeah.
I can't wait to get at the top. It's very
This is where people are going to cry.
Yeah, no wonder they were shouting.
The guy is passing.
I wish we were going on the nature hike.
Nature's best adventure. A rainforest. You should start in the middle of the thing. If you step side by side, you shake.
I never knew my auntie was so brave.
You never knew your auntie was suffering.
She went on this canopy walk. She was like, oh.
Good. Because they'll see spot our bags. Ladder.
You know that, come, hurry up.
Hey, the thing is going high.
Okay, pass here. Pass here.
Yes. Then my heart comes and beats again. No.
Hey, are they coming back or what?
I think cartoons.
No one knows tomorrow.
No one knows.
Oh, he's a big man.
I will adore him.
You know they sing the gospel by
Some people are crying. Why? Oh, it's very funny. Sakuma, don't look down, oh.
Oh.
And you're looking down too. Hey, so Sakuma.
I'm going, I'm following you, okay?
So we'll run through, let's say the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we are done. Because we are going to the University of Choice.
Where's the other one?
So we have to west side.
From here.
Oh, okay. Now, quickly, we'll go, if you come here and you don't go through this, then you have done course 90. You understand? Okay, so now let's pay attention. Now they say Kakum Forest Reserve covering or covers an area of that is more than 13.4 kilometers away. Was selected and been demarcated by both goals to Gazette, the governor of the council. You understand? Look at it here. You understand? So it was in 1925 that this conception came.
Quiet,
that, oh, this
quiet.
forest reserve, let's do this about it. Okay. Then now, in 1931, okay, they realized that logging was still continuing. You can read here. Listen. And so they have to facilitate the process. Until 1949, okay, they have to form a regulation for the Kakum National Park. Then 1988, what happened? 1989.
You enjoyed it,
Did
you die? You didn't die.
1995, but before that, in 1994, the whole place was put in order, and then 95 they commissioned, like we were told. Do you remember? Yes, and then it started. Whatever happened afterwards is not that important, but you need to understand. And put at the back of your mind that this place was established in 1994, but it started operationalizing. In which year? 1995. Now let's come here. Here, we also have trustees. So we say trustees. People we trust. People who were stakeholders. When I say stakeholders, they took part in all the decision making from the initial stage all the way from, as you can see, 1925 till it was actualized. So there are various people over here. Let's go on. Now, at the moment, this thing shows the management, just like in lab world, we have heard and what have you. So this shows the management, and it's called Austin. Okay, it's called what? He's the chairman for this forestry area. So put it at the back of your mind. You can come in social studies. That who is the chairman for events Kakum National Park. This is his name. Okay, and Professor A.C. Sutherland. How many of you have heard of A.C. Sutherland Park? Yes, it was named after this woman. She's a professor in the University of Ghana, Legon, currently as we speak.
So why wasn't he
Come again.
Why wasn't he
I'm sure she has done something great if you read about it. Okay, I'm sure she has done something great. Then Victoria Cooper also became a chair in another year. Then Honorable Kojo Yanka is the current chairperson. Do you understand? So these are the chairpersons we had over the years, and right now we have Honorable Kojo Yanka. This is showing the forestry area and everything, the map of the place. So you can take a photograph of it when you can go and manage. Now watch here. Now this is a view of the canopy walkway and the various places we have seen. These are the views. These are the views we have seen. You saw all of these. I don't need to talk too much. Okay. Now we have mushroom. Yes. We also have mushroom. How many of you saw mushroom when we were moving? Yes. And from what they spoke about, there are about close to 1,000 species. Yes. There are about close to 1,000 species. When you say species, human beings are species. Goats, they are species on their own. Cattle, they are species. And both animal and plants put together, they are close to, not equal to that. But they say about 500 and something fauna and then almost 400 and something. So about 1,000 something species. Okay. So these are some of them. Now, over the years, these are some of the animals they have seen. Okay, and in biology or in science, animals are given, or all species are given two names. So that nomenclature is called binomial nomenclature. Everybody. Again. Binomial nomenclature. When nomenclature means naming. So everybody, binomial nomenclature, go. Binomial. It means that is the type of naming or classification whereby animals are given how many names? Because bi means what? Bi means two. You understand? So you realize that all the animals and the plants over here, they have two names. The first one is called something, then also the last one is called species. So with the black hornbill, what is the name? Let's mention it. Tocus haklaubi. Mention it. So it is the black dwarf hornbill. It's a type of bird. And then what of this eagle? It's called what? Ariatus what? Iresi. Say it. Ariatus iresi. Okay, what of this one? Cylindricus. Okay, so let's go on. Oh, 2 minutes, yeah, answer. Now, what of this one? It's also another type of bird. What's the name? Hey, you can't pronounce. Go! Cuprocauda. Okay, fine. Cuprocauda. Okay, fine. So we still have more. We still have more. We have different types of ants. We have different types of bees. Okay, so aside birds, we have ants, we have bees, and you saw them whilst we were going. And there are more types of bees. You know, recently they have found stingless bees. You know bees, they sting. Yes. When they come close to you. So when people are going close to them, what do? They put on that apparel. that covers them. Otherwise, they will eat your eyes. But now in Ghana, specifically within this garden, they have found some bees which do not sting, and they are called stingless what? Bees. 10 minutes more. Okay, so these are some of the bees they have over here. These are some of the bees, different species. The same bee, but different types. Just like you look like a monkey, but you are not a monkey. Yes. And now we have the butterfly species. Let's watch here. We also have the butterfly species. Okay, so what's the name over here? Okay, Bibiera or Bibiera cocalia. So these are the butterfly species. Butterfly species. I think basically that is all. So what are some of the species we have in Kakum National Park? We have birds, bees, butterflies, plants. We saw amphibian, we have ants, we have mushrooms. You understand? So we put it at the back of them. Remember, they are slaves. We even have, according to them, formally we even have elephants. I don't know whether they are still. Oh, okay. So what we just observed is more or less a flow chart of what Kakum National Park stands for. In fact, from the very year of conception to the year of realization to the management, okay, from that very year of commissioning, that is in 1995, all the way down to currently. And then again, what the children were taking through were the various species we have in the garden, both fauna and flora, like I've said in our earlier interview. And we realized that we have some bird species. We also have some, butterfly species. We also have some bee species. And today the children have got to learn that even within the confines of Kakum National Park, we have stingless bees that do not sting. And aside that, we also have butterfly species of different kinds, and as well as ant species, and even elephants and the other, tree species. So at this point on, we'll be taking the children to the Premier University on the land of Cape Coast, where you can find Kakum National Park, so that they get abreast very little with what happens or transpires in the University of Cape Coast. That makes it the university of choice. So please, if you care to know more about University of Cape Coast, aside what we have done, come along with me. Well, all too soon, we are about drawing down the curtains on a hike and then a walk on the canopy walkway in the Kakum National Park. And I can tell that indeed it has been a wonderful experience. But with me, I have the boys prefect and the assistant girls prefect. I want to ask them of their experience so far, what they make of the whole journey, and then all that they have come to see, so that perhaps next time when we are embarking on a journey like this, parents will see it as a worthy cause to ensure that their wards join. So I want to start with the boys prefect, yes, in the person of Master Calvin. Okay, ma. So Calvin, how are you? Oh, okay. So what do you make of the whole?
It was a wonderful experience, and we learned new things from such an experience, and hoping to embark on this journey.
Oh, okay. So should you go home, or should we give you a platform in the school, and parents should, interview you as to specifically the specific things that you study? What exactly would you say about 2 or 3 things that should wow them?
Oh, I would say that, yes, I would like to take the platform and I'll educate them about some of the things I learned that.
What are some of these things?
Oh, I learned that the Kakum National Park has a Kakum river. There are different types of species in the Kakum National Park, which are the butterflies, which consist of different types of species.
Oh, okay. So I would then want to turn over to Rookie Tagbara. Rookie, how are you? Rookie, tell me, how was the experience like?
It was exciting. Wow. Okay, so what are some of the things that made it exciting for you?
The canopy walk, the species of mushrooms and butterflies, the education that went through, and then the waiting, when you reach the canopy, the waiting outside was exciting.
It's very exciting. Oh, okay. So how was your experience like on the walkway? Was it that scary like, as people alluded?
Or? It wasn't scary at all.
So what was the secret? Okay.
Don't look down.
Don't look down.
Look straight and you just walk.
You are done. Oh, okay. So thank you very much. I think all in all it has been very wonderful, like the children have rightly said. And from here we'll just be heading towards, but we'll go through University of Cape Coast, the premier university on the land of Cape Coast, the very land on which you can find Kakum National Park. At least to whip up the interest of the children, knowing very well that they have what it takes to find themselves in such a university. In fact, we have about 3 of our teachers who are product of the same university, and we want them to know what transpires there, so that in the near future, when they are there, we can boast of the investment we have done in them. And I can tell you, Best Brain can only give you nothing but the best. So come along as you go through. Thank you.